O-Level Biology 5090, Chapter 6, Plant Nutrition and Part 3. First of all, we will start from external structure of leaf, and we will study the different external parts of the leaf. First of all, this flat portion or spreaded portion of the leaf is called as blade. Blade is, this is the blade, and blade is also called as lamina. And petiole is a leaf stalk. It is a leaf stalk with the help of which a leaf is attached on the stem. Margin is the edge of the leaf, and then veins, a network of veins is present to carry food and water, and the main vein is called as midrib. Node. Node is a point on stem from where a leaf is originated. So the distance between two nodes is called as internode. Then we will move towards the internal structure of leaf. Here you can see the different parts. If we take transverse section of the leaf, the outermost thin and transparent layer is called as cuticle. Below the cuticle, upper epidermis. Upper means lower epidermis is also there. So epidermis is present on both sides of the leaf. And below the upper epidermis, there is mesophyll tissues. Mesophyll tissues is of two types. That is palisade mesophyll, which are longitudinal cells, whereas the spongy mesophyll tissues are of irregular shape. And among these spongy mesophyll, air spaces are also present. And the lower epidermis has special type of cells which are called as guard cells. And between two guard cells, which are bean shaped, there is a pore which is called as stroma. And then the vascular bundles are also present in the leaf. The cells, which are thicker in structure, they are towards the upper epidermis or called as xylem tissues, and below the xylem, the phloem tissues. So in this way, these are the different parts of internal structure of leaf. Now we will study their function. Cuticle is thin and transparent. I had told you, thin and transparent. So it prevents the extra evaporation of water. Extra evaporation of water. And below this cuticle, on both sides, epidermis is there. And the epidermis acts as a protective layer. It is also transparent, but it protects the other parts of the cells. But it does not affect the process of photosynthesis. And next to epidermis, the mesophyll tissues, and the mesophyll tissues, both types of mesophyll tissues have chlorophyll in them, and they are called as site for photosynthesis. But palisade mesophylls are fully packed with chlorophyll. So process of photosynthesis takes place in mesophyll tissues, and there are air spaces, and function of these air spaces is to maximize the exchange of gases after providing large surface area. They provide, in simple ways, they provide large surface area due to which the maximum exchange of gases takes place, and stroma, pore through which the gases are exchanged. And the formation of stomata or stroma is the responsibility of guard cells, which are bean shaped. They are bean shaped cell. When they are open, exchange of gases takes place. When they are closed, no exchange of gases takes place. So in this way, these are the different parts of the cells which are adapted for different functions. Now we will move towards the opening and closing of stomata. We will, first of all, we will discuss the structure of stoma or guard cells. Stomata, when guard cells are open, you can say they are bean shaped, they are open. We say that stomata are open, and when guard cells are closed, it means stomata are closed. And we discuss it, you can say a proper nucleus is there, chloroplasts are there, vacuole, single large vacuole as in other cells, and then cell wall is present, cell membrane is there, and the most important one, mitochondria. Mitochondria are there because guard cells has to open and close the stomata. So that is the reason mitochondria will be there to provide energy. And here you can see that when they are open, their bean shaped curvature is formed because of the cell wall, because the other parts of the cell wall are flexible, but the central part of this cell wall is hard and less flexible. So this shape is formed, due to which stoma or stomatas are formed when guard cells are open, the stomatas are open, and when the guard cells are closed, the stomatas are also closed. How it takes place, how the stomatas are opened, and at what time they are open, we will discuss in the next slide. And here you can see that opening and closing of stomata takes place due to the changes in turgor pressure of the guard cells. You know, yes, the turgor pressure. Turgor pressure means they are fully turgid or filled with water. They are filled with water because at that time, at the time of photosynthesis, what happened? The water is evaporated, and due to which they are fully turgid. That is the reason the water from subsidiary cells, enters into the guard cell, due to which they become turgid, and due to this turgidity, they are open. They are open, and we say that stomatas are open. And it happens at the daytime when there is sunlight and process of photosynthesis taking place over there. But at night, when there is no photosynthesis, so what happened? The water move back towards the subsidiary cells. So stomatas become flaccid. So these stomatas become flaccid, and we say that stomatas are closed, because at that time the turgor pressure is decreased. Turgor pressure is decreased, so stomatas are closed at that time. So in this way, the opening and closing of stomatas takes place in plant leaf. And next part is, how do plants get their minerals? You know, different methods of transportation are there: osmosis, active transport, and diffusion. So here we are talking about the minerals. So minerals move by the process of active transport. They move from their higher concentration towards the lower concentration. And for this purpose, when they are moving against the concentration gradient, so they need energy. So sometimes when there is, you can say, the equilibrium between the concentrations on both sides, then at that time, the mineral salts will move by the process of diffusion. So dissolve mineral salts by diffusion. However, diffusion will not happen if the concentration of minerals in the soil is greater inside. That is, they will move from lower concentration towards the higher concentration. If the concentration of minerals outside the root is lower than inside, then the root will take up mineral ions by active transport. So these minerals are essential for plant growth. Now we will discuss in the next slide which different types of uh, minerals are necessary for the plants and what are their uses. Mineral elements, first of all, the nitrogen. The nitrogen, in the form of nitrite and nitrate ions. They are required by the plants because they are required for the formation of proteins, and protein is needed for growth. Then phosphorus, they are used for respiration. Phosphate, they are available in phosphate ions. So respiration and for making the different parts of fruits. And then potassium, they are needed for respiration and photosynthesis. And also for the opening and closing of stomata, the potassium ions are also play a very important role. Then magnesium ions, they are used for the formation of chlorophyll. So these are the different minerals which are used by the plants. So they should be provided in a, you can say, regular basis to the plants. It was all about chapter 6. Thank you so much for watching my video, and please like and subscribe my channel. Allah Hafiz.